In 1991 you could walk into a Tag Heuer dealer and purchase this model number 962006 for £345. Of course, one should never pay retail, and haggling with a disinterested assistant while the dreadful Bryan Adams' "Everything I do it for you" played in the background should have resulted in a discount, especially as there was a recession in the UK at that time. Another recession, eh? Boom and bust, the cycle continues. Anyone would think it was engineered. Sporting your new watch and travelling to God's own city in 1991, you would have encountered
a city hungover from celebrating a successful stint as European city of culture, when Glaswegians had to suffer London taxi drivers telling them, "Yeah, Glasgow's supposed to be so much better now. Do you eat deep-fried Mars bars?" Answer, no, fuck off. A city collecting funds to raise a statue to one of its greatest sons, Lobie Dosser. A city riveted with the murder of one useless son of a gangster, Arthur Fatboy Thompson, and the subsequent killings of two others, Joe Bananas Hanlon and Bobby Glover, who wasn't gangster enough to have a proper gangster name. A city that was still proud home to the Macintosh building.
The 2000 series was introduced in 1982, following on from the 1000 series. Both models were originally badged as Heuer, until Tag bought Heuer in 1985, becoming Tag Heuer. As an aside, the 1500 series, introduced in 1990, was a hybrid of the 1000 and 2000 series. The 2000 series was discontinued in 2005. My very good friend Dave, or God as we called him, bought a 1000 series in 1990. Another good friend, Bob, purchased a 2000 series in 1992, and I knew two other people with tags, so even in my small circle they were, like unemployment, popular in the early 90s. My watch is a mid-size model with an ETA 955112 quartz movement, complete with fetching blue circuit board. All information states the 3.97 stamped under Tag Heuer on the movement indicates the movement is from the third month of 1997, but I'm sure I've not had the movement replaced, which is somewhat baffling. The crystal, on the other hand, has been replaced, the watch being treated horrendously over the years. Ponting about in art galleries can be hazardous work. Despite this disregard, it's never faltered. Yes, there has been moisture ingress, but that's down to me not replacing the seals. They are the originals and surprisingly haven't disintegrated. I really must fit new ones. Stripping the watch down and placing on a radiator soon dispels the moisture. However, the hands have suffered from the damp. The case and bezel have a satin, almost soft creamy finish, reminding me of the head on a glass of stout. The aforementioned Bob used to drink 20 pints of stout, clicking each one off on his bezel. Here he is displaying his 2000 series with 20 clicks in the Oliver St John Goggarty's pub, Dublin, 1993. The large bezel studs add ruggedness and presence, but they also tie the watch to the 80s, ensuring this will never be a classic design. Dimensions wise, I measure a width of 39.7mm, lug to lug 43.5mm, and 9mm depth. A black dial specced with white also says 1980s to me. Perhaps its almost sparkly appearance hints at the brash, loud, uncouth 80s. Hour markers consist of a diamond at 12, circles at 6 and 9, and baguettes for the remaining indices, a most pleasing layout. A border surrounds the date window. Borders meet with my approval. The numeral sits low and tired in the window. The all-important, to me, splash of colour is supplied by the logo. I'm fussy about hands, dauphines being the devil's work. They should be avoided at all costs. Here, the lollipop second, pencil minute, and Mercedes hour hands play nicely. The only changes I'd make are thicker minute hand and orange second hand. As stated many times, real men's watches possess orange second hands. The President style bracelet tapers from 20mm to 16mm at the stamped clasp. I like stamped clasps, they have a clunk-click solidity and security about them, and if they become loose you can crimp them tight. The bracelet's suppleness, one could say slackness, allows conforming to the wrist. Unfortunately, the rolled end links grab at arm hairs, and the lug end play would horrify some. Do I wear the watch regularly? No, but when I do, it makes me smile.